what's up? It's your girl Mo Brewster, also known as Ms ATL Doll. You guys know you can follow me on IG at Ms ATL Doll, and you can follow me on Facebook at Mo Clark, and of course Monisha Brewster. You are checking in live to the DaPostUp News, and today I have an amazing show for you guys. We're going to be talking about what about your friends, and yeah, I got some tea for y'all, and we're not talking about my friends. We ain't gonna do that because I don't want to get jumped in the parking lot today. I ain't got no friends, but I got my special. What? Well, actually, yes, I am sitting in the building with one of my friends. He's my guest host for today, King James Worthy in the building. What's up?
Man, working.
So I actually thought you would be perfect for this segment to come in today.
Why is that?
Because what about your friends?
What friends?
What? Shawty, I thought you just said we was friends. How you gonna jump me? But
no, I didn't say we wasn't friends. But you gotta define friends sometimes.
All right, so check this out. I made a list, which I can't find right now, but I'm gonna find it. I made a list of 5 celebrities.
You got a whole lot of lists, don't you?
I do. I that's what I do when I'm at work. I write lists.
You just sit around and write lists.
I'm a daydreamer.
Daydream and write lists.
Yeah, you got to know where you're going so you can know how to get there, strategically get there and not mess up because you're going to jump over into some stuff.
I guess so. You got to have a little plan going on, huh?
Fact.
Okay, I'm rolling.
So I guess off the top of my head, people that were betrayed by their friends first would be TLC.
Really?
Their manager took their money.
Oh yeah, they was robbed from the get-go.
Facts. I remember looking at them on their special, and they said the guy bought them a Jeep, but it was an older Jeep, but he bought the Jeep with their money.
Trash. Them Jeeps was trash.
He bought the Jeeps with their money. So that's betrayal, right?
Yeah, it's always the argument of they didn't read their contract. They didn't know what they were getting into. And then when they signed the contract, of course, business lingo, artists don't understand that when you're signed to a record label or company or whatever, they're giving you an advance, meaning that you have to recoup that advance.
Facts.
So basically, them Jews came out their budget.
Terrible.
And et cetera.
But you know what? Another celebrity that was sold out and betrayed by not a friend, but a family member. Rihanna. Rihanna's dad sold stories of she in the Chris Brown fight to the tabloids.
I remember.
Oh my God. What about your friends and what about your family?
Well, I think it wasn't a story going around where they were saying that her dad was trying to use her name for another company, like her Fenty name or something for a company.
Tragedy. Why?
It was something crazy like that.
Like, why? Doesn't this kind of like, okay, with you and the level that you're on, doesn't this make you be like more mindful of the people that you have around you?
Oh, definitely.
Are you afraid?
I used to be afraid because, a lot of people try to take advantage of you and they say stuff and, they just try to get you out of the game. And I was like, man, I don't want to piss off the wrong people. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, first of all, you got to change your circle. You got to change who you around. And you just cannot care what people say or think. You just got to keep going, period. Like, everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something to say. But at the end of the day, they put money in your pocket. You
know what? I was like that with dating.
Really?
Yeah, because...
Well, you're the hottest thing walking around in Atlanta, I'm just saying.
And I got extra high.
She got a little pigtails done,
I was going to say that. You felt that coming, right?
Around with little booty shorts out, Look at her. She's trying to do a little fake twerk.
Whatever. Yeah, I was doing my big mama dance. Remember she did that in the movie?
Oh, my God.
Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I was like that with dating because, when I first started on social media, I was... I don't know if this has a name, so let me give it one. I was a Facebook vixen.
A Facebook vixen?
Yeah, I was a Facebook vixen. Like I was, and I'd...
What's that?
I don't know, but that's whatever it was is what I was, okay?
Whatever you was is what you were.
That's what it was. I was luring people in, and I had females getting mad at me on social media because I didn't have to drop booty pictures, and I didn't have to do all the extra stuff.
So you was popping, and they got mad because they wasn't popping as much as you, but they had to show their booty and they.
Yeah, I mean the secret was be cute and still respond to people. That's what the secret was.
See, that's what I say that to people all the time, especially females. You ain't got to do the extra shenanigans to be hot.
Now I ain't gonna say I ain't never do it.
I'm just saying, but you ain't got to lead with that. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got to lead with booty pics and your tits all out and all that.
Listen, I seen a girl post pictures with Skittles in her area. What? Yeah. I mean, and that's when I decided to leave.
Skittles in her area.
Skittles in her area. And I was like a big wig on Facebook. I was helping people run their group.
It was just a picture with Skittles on her area.
Yeah. Skittles.
I think I've seen that picture before.
Really? Skittles. And I just decided that wasn't what I wanted to do. But, because I had been doing those things, it made me Facebook famous or whatever. So a lot of people were in my inbox and I did not know who to trust.
Andy, go get us some Skittles.
Yeah, Skittles plug.
I didn't say
I like tropical.
I took the Skittle pictures. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying somebody did it. But it didn't make me.
Was it the tropical flavor? Was it like the
How would I know what flavor it was?
Hey,
I wasn't down there trying to figure it out.
Look, you saw the picture.
I did see the picture. And I was like, oh my God, this has gotten ridiculous.
I love the tropical flavor. Just saying.
I'm not. Anyway, moving past that, yes, I did not trust people in my inbox because it's kind of like, who's really here for you?
That's true.
And it wasn't just with dating. I had females, we should link up. We should do for what?
Well, I mean, nowadays it's more prevalent than ever that people just have motives.
Facts.
It's hard to kind of distinguish who people are nowadays. People disguise it. People try to be cool with you at first, and then, down the line, stuff pops up to where, let me hold this, let me get that, and then, I'm talking to this person behind your back, and all that type of stuff. It's crazy out here.
And
you just gotta move a certain way.
To be honest, I wasn't even trying to be stuck up about it. It's just like my current thoughts on certain situations are, I feel like I've literally worked my ass off for years to get to where I'm at and to where I'm going.
It's that grind.
And I don't feel like I can just meet somebody, they got 200 followers, and all of a sudden they want to be BFFs with me because they want to be in the pictures and they want to go to all the parties and the events or whatever.
Why they gotta have 200 followers?
I mean, cause that's what it be like. Shawty, you got to get online and you got to be in them Facebook streets and you got to.
Hey man, you gotta get on these streets. You got to network. You got to talk to people, politic, whatever you want to call it.
Kissing babies.
Do what you gotta do.
Kiss the cute
and
ugly babies.
Social media, I think that made people lazy now. Like they don't want to put in the groundwork no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, even if they got a decent amount of followers, they get comfortable. Right. They think that they ain't got to do so much more because they got, I got 20,000 followers. I got 30,000. I'm like, so what?
Half of the people are you talking about me? Because I have 20,000 followers and I don't like the way
you
look
got more
at
than
me.
20,000, right?
I don't know, but I don't like the way you looked at me when you said that. Oh I mean, because we know I'm not getting comfortable. I promote everything and everybody.
So that means I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay. I just, seem like you was taking shots, James.
No, James? Of course not. I know you grinding out here. I wouldn't be here. Right?
Only I could get a super producer to come
matter of fact, since you want to bring that up, tell the people how I gave you a shout out last time I was up here, and you got all goo-eyed and all emotional.
First of all, I criticized him first. That was the first thing.
Yeah, she didn't even believe me. I had to show proof.
He really did. I was like, he said, yeah, and I gave you like 3 shout outs. Prove it. Show it to me. I want to see it in black and white.
Reel me in the text message.
He told me something, hold on. And then he sends it right back, and I'm like, look at you being supportive.
You see that? She can't even believe me.
I mean,
we're supposed to be friends. She can't even believe me.
I mean, hey, listen, it is what it is. It's great that we're friends. Because who would have thunk, right? I interviewed you at a
you didn't even know I was going to do that.
No, he really is such a
He didn't even know that I knew you until I brought it up.
Well, I be in these streets. Like, I be in these streets. I just be in, a different type of streets that everybody else in. Because, I see
you be in those Facebook streets.
Yeah, I be in the Facebook streets. I ain't gonna lie. I see some of my friends, they're promoting clubs and they're doing all this stuff and they want me to
hold on. I want to bring that up real quick. Why is everybody promoting Atlanta?
Promoting Atlanta or
promoter in Atlanta?
Child, I don't know. I quit that job. It wasn't working for me.
Everybody a promoter. Everybody a publicist. Everybody a manager.
Really? They really are, right?
They They
For
be,
me.
oh my God, they be trying it.
I tried the promoting thing. Guess why I quit? Because I would go out and I would buy the hair and the
Real
makeup.
estate,
And
real estate agents,
yeah, they do. And truck drivers.
truck drivers, Uber drivers.
I would promote
All
and I
that.
would show up and they would give me what I call the promoter starter fee, which was $25. I could never make it past the $25.
That's the starter fee.
I don't know what the hell was happening, but they'd be like, man, you know, we had to pay the DJ out, we had to pay the bar out, we ain't made that
That's
much from the door.
trash.
That is personal problems because I'm gonna tell you, my lace front wig cost more than $25. Had to get.
I'm not going nowhere for $25.
I'm saying
That's gas money.
if you say you want ATL Doll to come to an event, I have to show up as ATL Doll. If I show up like Mo, ain't no telling what's gonna happen with that. But if I give you Doll,
What's gonna happen if Mo show up?
She ain't. That's nothing's gonna happen because
But
she ain't coming. She ain't coming. You know, that's me without my lashes, without my brows and whatnot.
So that's ratchet, Mo.
Facts. What about your friends? Because I will show up to your event and embarrass you.
You better not show up with no ratchet Mo. I'm just saying.
You invite Doll out, so Doll comes out.
All right, we don't want no ratchet Mo up in there.
But listen, what about your friends? Ryan Reynolds, the guy that plays Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
His friend sold pictures of his newborn daughter to the tabloids.
Sold pictures?
He sold pictures.
For what?
Maybe the baby was a hot commodity. This is Deadpool. Like, seriously?
I mean, what's the end goal?
Because I don't know. They didn't want nobody to see the baby.
That's so trash. Like, it now comes to the point to where, like, the kids are the pawns. Like, the kids is what gets you the most attention now. That is trash.
Terrible. That was one of the things that made me leave the Facebook groups. Because I had lost the baby, and a girl got on social media, and she decided to take my personal experience and put it out there. And her remarks were, by the time I get done with you, you're going to be crying just like you cried when you lost that baby. And I was like, oh, my God. It's just got real.
See, that's how you get a beating.
And I'm just too old and cute to be saying I'm going to fight somebody. Like,
yeah, you can't be fighting that.
I mean, I just
feel like them hands, though.
The face is the moneymaker. It glows. And speaking of glow,
look,
James Worthy with glow.
Yeah.
On Power 108.9.
Didn't know.
Tragedy. Uh-oh. That's my song. Windsor ATL, the one that do that. Call 1-800-411-PAIN. He do the
that's him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Mo Brewster, also known as Ms Atl Doll. I'm trying to listen. I wrote my 16 bars to this song for James, and
yeah, she done sent me a whole text message full of lyrics.
He hit me back with LOL, so I don't know how to take that. I don't know.
I didn't know how to take it.
I really.
I didn't.
Because as soon as I heard the song and I was driving to work, I was like, it's like he wanna feel the glove. Hey!
So tell me this. What'd you think about that video, though?
I thought the video was hot.
It was hot?
I already had questions as to why I was not in the video. And
well, I got a couple of things.
And don't say it's because I'm married.
Well, that was going to be one of them.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Well, you know, I respect marriages. You know, I respect your husband. You know, I'm not trying to overstep boundaries, but also, too, you didn't even call me.
What?
You ain't called me. You didn't say you want a cameo. You didn't say you wanted to be the leading lady. You didn't say none of that.
What's wrong with y'all men? Why is it that a woman got to tell y'all?
I didn't even know that was an option.
What?
I didn't.
Okay, so now let me say this.
But then if you was the leading lady, I'm going to have your husband looking at me all crazy.
Facts. Because you know what? Remember when
I'm not
James and I did an interview. We did an interview when we were very early on into our friendship. We did an interview at a hip hop award show.
Yes.
Where he sat down with me and a friend that's no longer a friend, ironically.
God.
And we were discussing the fact that he was going to be doing a video.
Yes.
And he said, both of you guys are going to play my love interest. And I just laughed it off. So I'm at the time he was my fiance. So I called my fiance and I said, hey, you want something to eat? No. I know you hungry. Hey, what?
Right.
You sitting here talking about you finna play somebody's wife when you finna get ready to be my wife? I'm like, oh my God. Is that real?
That's what he said?
Is that real right now? Was it real? It was real. It was real. He was like really serious. But of course, that was before he got to know James. And got to know.
He said that?
He really did.
Wow.
But he knows you now. So
but that's why I ain't pressed the issue.
But again, what about your friends though?
Well, that other person, it's not around. So that's out the door.
Right.
And I was playing with y'all at first. I was. But as you just said, why you ain't in the video for stuff like that. That's exactly why.
I can understand it. With certain friendships, and I wasn't going to talk about my friendships. I won't speak to that one specifically. I will say that when I used to go through stuff. I remember going through some things where my water got turned off, and I was literally, my hot water. I was literally heating up water in the microwave, and I remember shaving my legs in the sink, right? Because I was a promoter, and I was this pretty girl, and I had all these things going on that I didn't want anybody to know about.
Right.
And I didn't have a lot of friends around me at that time, right? So fast forward 6 years, one of the young ladies that was my so-called friend back then when I was going through all that stuff. I remember when I was going through all that stuff, the person she was dating, he hit her. Ooh. And in an apology, took her to the Louis Vuitton store and bought her gifts. And I remember thinking at the time, dang, my car note behind $1,400 and you just went and got a $1,400 purse because you got your ass beat. That's crazy to me. But fast forward to 5 or 6 years later, she resurfaces. And she's seeing all the things that I'm doing. And her response to me was, why you don't ever invite me to go to the radio station with you? What the hell? First of all, your dude was beating on you. That's number one. So when I brought that to her attention, she said, I'm in a better space now. But the only thing I could think about is I too am in a better space. Right. And I feel like you weren't there with me and for me while I was going through all the things that I was going through.
Well, that means it wasn't meant to be there in the first place.
Man, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
I'm a Scorpio. I feel like when I'm done with you, I'm done. You can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, one thing about me, like if I'm done with you, you'll never hear from me.
Facts.
Ever.
What's the point?
Unless it's a forced situation.
What's an example of a forced situation?
Like people like, oh, y'all need to work it out. Let's set up a meeting, or they'll just invite you to somewhere you at, and then you just.
Oh, that sounds like some reality TV type stuff.
Well, yeah.
I ain't going. You ain't finna set me up.
Usually, I try to avoid those situations, but sometimes, people, they were smart nowadays.
I just feel like at a certain age, it's like, why are you trying to make new friends? Because, after 50, it's downhill. You're over the hill and down the hill, right?
Yeah.
Friendship. So it's like, what are you trying to? You trying to make friends to come to your funeral so you can have a packed house or what? Like, because these are things that I think about. Even though it's morbid, it's like, I don't need no new friends at this point.
Yeah, well, you don't need the wrong friends.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, it's always good to have good friends, that support you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if it's just people that just are irrelevant, you don't need to be around it, period. You know, I've always preached positive vibes, positive energy.
Yeah.
If you're not, good for my energy or my health, I have no business being around you, period.
I don't know if men go through it, but females do. We have those friends, and I'm not going to say I haven't ever been this friend, but we have those friends that they are just such a drainer. You know what I mean? Like, they'll call you, and they have every problem in the world. To the point where
they pour their problems on you.
You sitting there like, well, girl, let me go and get with these kids. And guess what he did? I don't want to because I already know it's bad. Like, it's just draining that you don't even want to. They have sucked the life out of you.
Yeah, I hate that.
What do you do? Do you hang up the phone? Do you avoid
I don't
their
hang
call?
up, but I'll just try to like make up an excuse to where like, I got something to do right now. Like, I can't listen.
Note to self. Let me write that in my phone.
Or, I'll just make up the excuse sometimes. Be like, hey, I gotta head to this meeting real quick. I gotta call my manager real quick. Let me hit you back. I never hit him back about it.
Well, you know what? Speaking of meetings, when we come back, I am making a new friend. Windsor ATL is in the building with me. And yeah, he the man with the plan. Guys, listen to the Post-Up News on Power 108.9. That's Michael.
you.
I've never had employees. I don't know what that's like. I might be. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Good grief. Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Work for hires.
I wish I could find this other list. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, couple locations. The EP came out January 11th. Yep. That's actually a company that I'm endorsing called Prince Vodka Couture. So yeah, they gave me my own bottle, my own brand. So yeah.
Aww, so cute.
Yeah.
It is cute. I mean, it's cute.
I know, like you're so cute.
He knows what I mean.
You'll just dismiss my whole body.
Because you know, I love branding and marketing, so I think
it's so cute.
Whatever.
That's all right, Mo. That's all right, Mo. It's all right.
You know what I mean.
That's so cute. Oh my God.
You sold out the Madison Square Garden. Oh, look at you.
That's trash. City girls. Oh, that's so cute.
Check you out doing big things. Look at you.
All right, Mo. I see how we giving it up.
Whatever. James, I'm a great friend.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well,
I'm a great friend.
And not with that.
Any hoosers. I'm gonna tell you guys real quick some other people who were betrayed by their friends or their family members. Angelina Jolie's father claimed she had mental health problems.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, with all them action movies she done went through, get popped in the head, you know.
And you guys know, of course, Beyonce's dad, Matthew Knowles, was also accused of stealing money from her shows or through her shows. You know,
I've always had a little theory about him.
We have no choice but to believe that because, you know, he's no longer her manager. So
he just looked like he wanted him. I don't know.
Jennifer Aniston from the show Friends.
Ooh.
Her mother wrote a tell-all book about her.
Really?
Oh my God.
A tell-all book?
A tell-all. I mean, that means your mama did it. That means she got information on you from day one. Like literally.
Dang.
Literally. But you know what? The ultimate betrayal. Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, is that betrayal?
No. I'm going to tell you what the ultimate betrayal was. A young rapper out in Florida. What's his name? Because he got too
What's his name?
YNF Melly.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. He has a song on the charts right now that's topping the charts called Murder on My Mind. Where they're saying that it is allegedly a song about him killing his friends. So here's the tea. Here's the tea. He was in the car with his friends, two of his friends. They named YNWBC2, whatever.
Right.
So he's in the car. It's four of them. Mm-hmm. Two of them, YNW Melly and his other friend, they get out the car. But before they get out the car, they shoot the other two guys in the car and kill them, ride around with their bodies to make sure they die, and then take them to the hospital and say, we were in a drive-by.
Yeah, I heard about
that. And neither of the two that dropped them off at the hospital have been hit. Oh, my God.
That's stupid.
Sad news is YNW Melly went to the funeral. He made posts. I can't believe you gone. Resting homie. We gonna find who did this. Well, you ain't got to look too far.
Can't believe you're gone.
He even has a tattoo of old buddy's mom name on his neck.
Yeah, he trying to cover up the tracks.
That was before. He got the tattoo before.
Well, this was planned, obviously.
This was actually planned. And you know what? He was YNW Melly was a rising Florida star. He was a rising rapper. And he went to the hospital to make it look like they had been a victim of a drive-by. This happened in the latter part of October of 2018. So now he is going to court, but he's pleading not guilty.
He's going down.
How does that happen when you're at the top of your rap career?
Well, it's a simple thing of this. A lot of these young kids and these young artists, they do it for attention and money. It ain't about them being the best artists. It ain't about them having the best music or whatever. They're just trying to get hot because they think that's the cool thing right now. And for them doing all the shenanigans and killing folks and having guns and blah, 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 that's what's in right now because these kids idolize that. So they're going to get popular off of that. But it's only going to last for so long. So he's going to get caught.
Well, I got a rapper artist in the building with me right now, too. Windsor ATL, what's up?
What's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing?
I can't no complain. Appreciate y'all having me.
So you the man with the plan right now, huh?
So they say.
So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Windsor Jones. I'm an artist. I'm the official brand ambassador for 411 Pain.
Oh.
So I do all the jingles.
Dope.
And the whole
Sing one.
Dope.
Sing one.
On the 411 Pain. You can make that money rain. You know, that's the one everybody know, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I do all the commercials. I do all the events.
Yeah, that made me want to call 411 Pain a couple of times, man.
Right. Somebody hit me right now. I got the number. Just hit me right now.
Facts.
So how did you actually get into that?
Well, I basically just submitted a jingle just out the blue. I had a friend of mine who dealt with the Auburn Fest, so he dealt with sponsorships.
Okay.
We would get sponsorships from them for the Auburn Fest. So one day we just chilling, and I'm like, bro, if I did a jingle and gave you 20% of whatever they pay, would you submit it? At this point, Pastor Troy had the jingle. You know what I'm saying? So we sent it. They liked it, but I wasn't able to say my name in it. So I went on a mission of promoting, let everybody know that was me. So by default, I was promoting the company. Gotcha. You know, and then it took off so much. They ended up flying up here, Eric Pendaluga flew up here to meet me. And then we just started building from there. Yes, you know, I sent the second jingle. Then they gave me a truck. I got an Escalade with my face on the side. And we just kind of kept building from there. You know, now I got over 40 billboards in the city.
I saw one on the way up.
You saw one?
Man, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah, it's been
amazing.
It's black. Because like I say, I'm an artist. And like I say, I like to say I hit the billboard before I hit the billboards.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So it's been cool, though.
So when you sat down to start writing those jingles, how did you come up with something like that? Because it's different.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Well, the first one, it was produced by Remix Sway. That's my brother. So the beat inspired me. And the simple thing I did was I just approached it like make a short song. You see, everybody wanted to make these cheesy jingles and make them I'm like, just make it a short song. You know what I mean? So that's how I approach, you know, how we artists, we might make 2-3 minute songs, 2-minute songs, make it 60 seconds, put it all in 60 seconds.
Right.
So that kind of changed the whole dynamic. Cause I didn't want to have no cheesy stuff on the, you know, where I'm like, you know, I did this for the company, you know, cause I had to do this for them. Now I wanted to be able to be like, yeah, that's me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely was a game changer.
Yeah, it was.
I'm from Tennessee. I ain't never heard no car accident commercials like that.
With the trap
with
beat
the
on
beat,
it.
yeah. You forget.
That's just, wow.
You
Okay.
forget what just happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're sitting in there. My daughter sings the jingles in the cars all the time.
Kids low now.
Yeah, you forgot about the accident. You just ride to the record.
Like they get into an accident. So I got a commercial. We got a commercial for the third jingle that's on daytime TV.
Okay.
So it's one of the hottest commercials on daytime TV.
Wow.
We got the billboards. It's cool situation. It's a unique situation. It's never been done before. Even for Cannon Pendaluga 411 Pain. After me, I'll be the blueprint. Like this ain't never happened before. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
I seen the wave and shoot. I just grabbed the surfboard. I'm like, shoot, I gotta keep this thing going.
Yeah,
right?
innovated. Yeah.
Well, we will be right back with more of the jingles. It's your girl, Ms Atl Doll on Power 108.9. With the
Pebblebrook, okay. Pebblebrook.
I'm actually always at the my mom went to school with all the blue flames. Like I'm always at the blue flame, but I don't get my that's my guy, yeah.
God. Thank God.
How dedicated.
Oh, it was a test? Okay. Yes, that's one of my loyal friends. That's the homie right there. She's supposed to be my maid of honor, but then, you know, I switched and I made the girl that ain't my friend no more my maid of honor. Devastated, because now I can't even cut her ass out the picture. Oh, I forgot I'm still.
She done messed up a whole lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx, that's my guy right there.
It goes all the way back to Tyrese. So Tyrese had a co-star on the bus.
Oh man, everybody wanted to know who was that guy on the bus.
That's funny.
You feeling good, just flexing, man. Got no regrets, I can't complain. The phone wheel just switching lane. Got a flex up, I can't refrain. Put my money up, right now I feel like $1 million.
I forgot what was going on, y'all. Y'all hear what it is? You listen to the jingle. That's you? That's you, Shotty?
Yeah. The joint riding.
So listen, you know, we were just talking about it off air. We were talking, and remember on the Jamie Foxx show when him and the girl, they had the contest, he was sitting at the keyboard, they were up all night trying to create a jingle. So I guess that's kind of where this may have started. Well, for African American people, I mean, I don't know, you know. Do you have moments like that where you're up trying to, you lost, you have a writer's block?
I don't really get writer's block. The main thing is just finding the right beat. Once I might like this. I got the new jingle about to come out. I'm actually performing it next Saturday at the Maxwell and Kim concert.
You are performing the jingle?
Okay. Oh yeah, I performed at last year March 30th at the V Live concert with Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, Migos.
Nice.
Payne sponsored it, so I performed Money Rain. So it was dope because 20,000 people singing the jingle word for word. Like that's never been heard of. You know, they all in 141 as far as people I can see. You know what I'm saying? So that's
crazy. Hot, man.
Yeah. What is that like for you?
I mean, it's like I said, I'm an artist, so that's always a dream I wanted. But this whole journey just showed me, like, you got to just think out the box. Because the goal is always, I just want to get on the radio every day. I was just like, let me do this jig. If I get on the radio every day, I work my move from there.
Right.
So I can't take credit for the car, the billboard. That ain't no but God. But I, you know, I saw the opportunity though. You got to be ready for opportunity when it comes. And I saw it, and I'm like, hold on, you know. So I just started running with it.
Absolutely.
And but like even with this last jingle, it took me a couple months to kind of get it going, simply because I was looking for the right beat. That's all. It ain't like I had a beat and I'm trying to come over. I don't really get writer's block like that, you know. But I don't have a bunch of lyrics around the beat inspires me, so I get the right beat.
Yeah, I can relate to that. You gotta have the right beat.
Yeah, it's a rap. Yeah, you know. And my whole angle is I got to keep them jamming because, you know, like I'm 4 jingles in and I give you a different sound every time, but they all jamming.
Yeah, they are.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Now, are you still, even though you have that project, you're still working on your own music as well, right?
Yeah, I have a single, Nights Like This, produced by Casey the Beat Monster. It's real heavy in the city. I got the video online right now. Definitely go check that out. And I have a full version of Money Rain. Everybody loved it so much, I made it a real song. It's available on all digital platforms.
Look at that.
I got my EP coming real soon. It's called I Came, I Sauced, I Conquered. That's dropping real soon. So we working.
That's good. Awesome. This is branding.
Yeah.
Branding. I feel like it's branding networking 101.
Yeah.
Get out of my head, James.
Hey.
God damn
Great
it.
minds think alike.
Well, you know, I do feel great. It must be the pigtails. And then my edges, you see my edges today, they popping. You see
how she taking little jabs at me, you know. She trying to dismiss everything I got going on, huh?
James using this as an excuse. He want a 411 jingle too.
You see that? Hey, I'll take him.
Is that what it is?
I'll take it.
You got everybody wanted, like, first when I first dropped the jingle, it hit me like, Jones, you need to start performing this. Let people know it's you. Like we were just saying how Tyler was doing. So I would perform the jingle first. and then I would do my song because it would let everybody know, oh, that's so. But I'm doing this in the strip clubs.
Gotcha.
Like everybody like, man, performing the jingle in the strip club. Even my partner was like, bro, I don't know about that.
That's fly though.
I don't know about that one, bro. You perform the jingle. I'm like, look, man, everybody know this. They need to know me. I'm gonna perform. It ain't number 60 seconds. And then people were fans. Like I get off the stage, oh, that's you. My kids love that. I love that jingle every morning, you know. So everybody thought it was a game. Then the Escalade came. Oh, and then everybody was like, "Boy, you need to do a jingle while you playing." Like you know what I'm saying? Like, but at first everybody was looking at me kind of crazy, but I knew what I was doing.
So how does the business side of that work? Like how does the splits and all of that work with that?
I mean, really, with 4-1 Pain, I do get percentages of you know, with the jingle, whatever. But with them, they're not a record label. That's a beautiful situation. It's like I'm with a label that's not a label. You know,
that's the interesting part.
They're not into that. They're not even trying to be a label. They just giving me a platform to do my thing, and like I'm smart with what I do, and they see how I move, so they really don't have to be on my back.
So do they give you a percentage off of like how many times it's played on radio and all that stuff?
Yeah, we have a whole package deal because right now at this point in time, what I do, the jingles are a third of it. Like for the concert next week, I do the walkthroughs, I set up, I find the places to do the giveaways, I get I'm like the liaison, I'm like the plug to them. So like even if you want to get a sponsorship, you can submit it to me, I send it to them, you know what I mean, and try to work things out like that, you know. So I'm overall just a brand ambassador. Like they just expanded to Vegas, so my jingles are in Vegas now. They finna go to Cali next year.
That's amazing.
So when I first got with them, it was 7 states, and in a year we had 15 states now. So
wow.
Yeah, I'm in Florida, I'm in Chicago, Detroit. They got me on. Unless you pay for no commercials, you got to hear me on Pandora. Most people don't pay for no commercials. Yeah. So I come on there. So it's just amazing how quick. It's just I've only been officially with them for a year because I come from the film industry. I've been working on movie sets for 11 years. Wow. So I was actually at Tyler Perry Studios last February, and when I finished there, I started full time with them. So I've only been full time with them a year, but my jingles I've been with them for 2 years. But they just saw how your haters ask
like, if you hiring.
Yeah, they was like, what it take? They flew me down to Florida and was basically asked me what it take for you to quit your day job.
So that means you need a January feature on that next jingle, man.
Hey man, we can definitely work.
And you need ATL Doll in the video, unlike James. Right. You know, I got to get.
See, the more thing I get, I'm always
you gotta start calling folks to get them.
I can pretend to get hurt, and then he come on. See, I got the whole whole scene.
You already got the treatment.
Yeah, I got the treatment together. That's what it is.
Wow. I mean, it's surprising. Like a lot of people be having 4-1 Pain jingles ready. I was at the gas station the other day, and the security dude walked up on me, and he like, "Hey man, you know how you get to do these jingles?" My homeboy did one, and he had it on his phone.
Wow.
And played it right then and there. I'm like, everybody trying to, you know what I mean? But it's like, I ain't against it, but it's like, shoot, that's what I'm doing right now.
Right.
You know. I ain't, you know what I mean?
So
like,
instead of getting hit with
down right now, you know,
so
down to work. Like,
here go my mixtape. They say, here go my jingle.
Yeah.
Insane, but you guys know what it is. Here goes Nights Like This with Windsor Jones on Power 108.9.
That's all I was
Go ahead then.
No, she better.
Nights like this, I be with the shit, get so clean, get hype like this.
Like, oh, I got the green light.
Hey, y'all see my edges? Y'all see my baby hairs today? They snatched. I can still rap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly.
It's back in that package, high like this, yeah. Gotta fly like this. On some stuff, got plenty bitch, wanna try like this, yeah. All of my niggas we win, all of my bitches they win, all of my diamonds they glisten. Y'all niggas play with the business, y'all niggas come in the mix. We don't see no competition.
Oh, I like that. All right, so he's gonna rap my theme song and James gonna sing the hook. I just did that. Y'all like how I did that? Yeah, you produced it. What you bring to the table?
You
You still got the Fruit Loop? Studio One. Okay, okay. Hey.
Nice like this.
I like
Okay,
that.
okay.
Windsor Jones, nice like this.
like
That's
this.
that. I like
I
that.
like
He
that.
said he don't see no
I
competition.
gotta go check that video.
Video out right now.
We made a movie with the video. Like,
Okay.
I'm dressed like a nerd in the beginning of the video. I pull up to the flame. They play me. You know
Not
what
the
I'm saying?
flame.
A chick give me a makeover. I pull back up at nighttime with a whole new makeover. Now security kicking it with me in the section. We ride. It's like, you know what I mean? It's a whole. We basically trying to bring back creativity to video.
How perfect
I
is
like
that
that.
scenario?
You know what I mean?
I like that.
So you walked in on our topic, which is what about friends? And I think you're a perfect example as well, because this seems like people would think it happened overnight, but we know that's not true because you were grinding and hustling your music beforehand, right? So have you had friends change towards you?
I mean, I have people, sometimes people act kind of weird because they think I'm going to act different because, you know, the billboards and the radio, you know, so I get people, it's like, they wait for me to speak first. And it's like, come on, bro. You know, you saw me like you trying to see if I'm gonna speak or not speak. So it be like on Hollywood. You know, it get kind of weird, but I don't be studying none of that. You know what I mean? Like I just keep doing me, stay down and stay the same. You know, I've had some people drop off, but it's not necessarily because of my situation. It's because of how they handle, how they did. Like if we ain't cool no more, 9 times out of 10, you did something. Because I ain't no flaw shit. I ain't, you know, I'm staying in my lane. I do me. I ain't hating. We can work. You know what I mean? So we fall off 9 times out of 10 because of you. You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
It be like that.
Yeah. Not saying I'm perfect, but I just know when I'm down and we rocking.
But you know, people change up real quick when you start getting some success.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like,
and it's like I ain't rich. People think, you know, I'm in a nice situation, but I'm still working every day like I ain't got one, like I ain't got no billboards. Like I ain't.
You got to keep it going.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? It's dope to have the jingles and the radios on the commercial, but I'm still trying to climb the charts for real, for real.
Absolutely.
I was on a billboard once, and I couldn't quit my job either, so I understand.
Yeah.
What billboard you was on?
Music and Murder, shot it. You know, I play a thug on TV.
Right,
you know, I got a gun and everything. I mean, I can't never get my gun out of my purse.
And what people really don't know too, you got to keep going. Like, I tried to do a Lacoste. I did a Lacoste Shouter song produced by Mike Will in like 09. I had an 8732 song. 2014, I did a Strip Club Veteran song. Okay. Tried to partner with them, but they had 2 Chainz at the time, so they wouldn't stun me. Like, I've attempted this numerous times for the 4-1 Pain to actually come together, but I've attempted. You know what I mean? And one thing I tell everybody to learn from this is if you want to do something for a company, find out who does their marketing. That's what I learned.
Right.
Like if you want to do a jingle for Gatorade, don't approach Gatorade. Find out who does their marketing. That might be a company with 300 followers, but they the plug.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
And that seems so simple, but that's real game because it took me years to even find that out. Like I was pursuing Lacoste, trying to Google people here. You know, when all I had to do was find out who handles their marketing.
That is very true. Very true.
So my question is for James. James, you have 5 Grammy nominations. Okay. So are you still working hard? What you got going on?
Am I still working hard?
Yeah.
Of course. I'm working hard every day. I'm trying to get that Grammy in my hand. You know what I mean? That's one of the main goals. But you know, it's bigger than that. Like it's about your brand. It's about you as an entity. You know, it's more than just a Grammy or having successful records, being a successful artist or musician. It's about, you know, leaving your legacy. You know what I mean? Whether that be music, television, film, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Before we leave, I'm going to help you get this Grammy. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. Okay?
How
Listen carefully. Take notes. Take notes. I'm going to get a good lace front, right? I'm going to get thick for the summer, and I'm going to be in your video. And we gonna win the Grammy.
You gonna get thick for the summer.
I am. Don't look at me like that. Because first of all, the guy at the gas station said, "Oh damn!" when I got out the car, so I know I still got it.
You said you didn't got it.
Who said you didn't got it?
I just gotta let you know this how we finna take home the Grammy.
Hey man, just let your husband know.
Yeah, you don't need them problems.
Yeah, I don't need them problems.
We're gonna write them and post it. But guys, we're gonna take a quick short break, and you know who it is? It's your girl Ms Atl Doll on the DaPostUp News, Power 108.9.
And I'm on a flight like this. I'm taking out, bitch, on the boss money right like this. Yeah, I give a fuck what they talk. Make sure they tell you
I'm trying to get you in trouble.
I am not.
That's what you trying to do.
I am not. I am not.
But no, I'm not Lauren Hill. But these niggas, they know what it is. I'm a goon, they gon' shoot or kill. Talk about nice like
Your
this.
video.
It's back in, that back in, get your high like this. Yeah.
Oh, you looking at the video?
Her sauce dog got flavor, bitch. Wanna try like this? Yeah. All of my niggas are winning. All of my bitches
That's
they
a
winning.
Windsor
All of my
kid.
diamonds they glitter. Y'all nigga play with the
So what we doing? We
Y'all
create
nigga come
characters,
with the
and I brought him back. 3 videos later. Like I gotta let you know where he's in it. So we just kind of bring it on.
They out here saving these hoes until they gon' fuck with the place she going. Nice like this. I be rich shit, getting stupid lit, get piped like this. Yeah. And I hit the ice my
I did give you a picture.
You know what time it is? That's right.
You
Bitch,
big
that's right
one.
like this. Yeah.
So you ain't made it there yet.
I tell her do what she do. She know we making me move. And that little pussy woman wear it, I'ma call it your coos. Talking about nice like this. I had to hit the grind and go hard to get myself right like this. Nice like this. I drop the top with a bad bitch. I'ma write like this.
And I said, I gave him
It's so tight like this. I can take a bitch and give her back in one night like this. Yeah. I get the bitch over bricks. She know I stay with a chick. I get the pussy so wet. She let her with it, I flip. I just put it.
but I know what these edges you
Nice like this. Nice like I run through a check cause I'm bossed up. Run it right like this. Yeah. Nice like this. Ice my drink.
Yeah, go home, take these out so I can be ready for the event.
Yeah.
What you wearing tonight?
And I had to ice my wrist. You know what time it is? That bright light shines bright like this. Yeah. I like the way that she move it. I tell her do what she do it. She know we making it move. And that little pussy woman wear it. I'ma call it your cozy. I'm talking about nice like this.
I'll be everywhere.
I had to hit the grind and go hard to get myself right like this.
You want home? Because I will follow people.
Every time I'm on my timeline, I'm seeing a picture of her.
But see, this one, what? In traffic with the thing,
And she can't lie. I'm always on her live. Oh yeah. Always on her live.
he is. I be having the thing up. Really?
Did you get your strawberries?
You know I did. They closed today. I think they closed today. I be getting a little sidetracked, y'all know.
We can see that.
I'm not fooling with James Worthy today because I sent him my 16 bars. I mean, I don't know how to count 16 bars, but I sent him a passage. I sent him a passage. You know, I feel like James is not respecting my craft. Once I want to rap, you gonna put me on the track?
What's going on?
You gotta help me get my cadence together or whatever.
Whiskey, what's up?
Look.
I got that rhyming thing.
I'm not taking it too kindly. You calling my video cute?
The video was cute. I seen all the little blue lights or whatever. I was impressed.
Okay.
But you know what? James never lets me forget who he is. He tags me in everything. He tags me in everything.
Just keep you
Hey man, I got to keep it fresh. You know what I mean?
Who was it? Was it Quavo? That he was like, you know, I'm James Worthy, and I was like,
oh yeah, you know, it's my.
Did
home.
James really just tag me in this?
That's my home.
Now I got to share it. Because you know that's how you have to do when you have friends in high places. You got to share it and be like, I know this person in real life.
Why not?
Do people do you like that, Windsor? People do you like that? They get excited because they know you in real life.
I mean, yeah, sometimes.
How do you react?
I mean, I just keep it cool. I enjoy every moment of it because this is what we work for.
Yeah.
James, people do you like that?
All the time. But it's not like, you know, it's not like an ego trip or nothing like that. You know, it's just I'm happy I got people that support me, you know what I mean? And it's love.
After all the years.
After all the years of grinding, it's still a grind, but you know, you appreciate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, anytime you can get James Worthy to give you a shout out on Michael's radio show. Michael's radio show without me knowing. You can't. I'm at work blushing like a schoolgirl. I'm like,
but you know,
say my name. That is so cute.
A lot of people wouldn't even do that. You know what I mean? Because they be on the ego trip, and you know they think they, you know, I ain't gotta do that. Blah blah blah. I'm not like that. Like I'm cool with everybody. Now, if you rub me the wrong way, then that's different. But you know, for the most part, you know that. Like I'm cool.
You know what I think it is, and it's cool. I think it's because you have seen me evolve in such what seems like a short time, but it's not really a short time. You know?
Yeah, I see the growth. I see the transition. I see the growth. You know, you out here grinding, you doing what you got to do. Like, that's commendable, because a lot of people don't even have that drive.
And can I just chime in? Like you was talking about, people don't see the grind before and what we do. Like when you see Power, when people see Power 108.9, and then we're getting these amazing guests on the show, like Windsor. I got James Worthy to come on the morning show. They think, wow, they're doing it, but they don't remember back in August 2009 when this started at the house.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? And I think now, as you talk about older people and new friends, you know, I'll be 50 here pretty soon. But
Happy birthday!
Thank you. But the thing is this: like, as you get older, it's not about, at this point, who you know, it's about who knows you. And then when you think about the people that know you, like for me at this age and at this point in my internet radio career, it was more amazing to me.
Absolutely.
So, Michael, how do you feel about what about your friends? How do you feel about that? Have you lost throughout this journey? Have you lost friends on your come up?
I won't say lost them. I think I'm just growing into a different person. Like as you get older, that circle gets smaller and smaller. You know, I always say I put people around me that's a lot smarter than who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I can do the morning. I can host a radio show. I know I'm good at that. But as far as making this sound right when people are listening to it, that's why we got Eddie here, because I know he's smarter than me in that industry. I'm not looking to have friends that we hang out and go party and club with all the time. I've done that part before. I need people around me that's gonna help bring out, you know, the best in me and help me with things that I can't, you know, that I can't do.
And sometimes you outgrow people.
So are any of you guys operating on a zero tolerance policy? Like you just don't have time for it anymore. The BS, the drama.
I don't have time for the BS.
I
don't.
If the energy off, I ain't got time to try to figure out why.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna remove myself.
Right.
I ain't got enough time in the day for that.
Hey, when people invite me to come out, I do like James do, man. I'm about to hit the goddamn studio, man.
Yeah, man. I got a session tonight.
Yeah, I got a session tonight, man.
I ain't got to get you away from me. I'm gonna get away from you.
Facts.
I can't let people stress me out. I need my edges because they make my baby hairs lay. You know, when I do my pigtails.
You just the little baddest thing walking around, aren't you?
According to me, I am. According to
let it go.
Confidence through the roof.
I had to YouTube these pigtails, okay?
You guys, Facebook them pigtails.
Whatever. You guys know who it is. It's your girl, Ms Atl Doll, with the Post-Up News on Power 108.9. I will see you guys next Sunday.
Peace.
Straight up. Congratulations on your Grammy nomination.
Thank you, bro.
That's dope. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Congratulations on your success as well.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I be hearing it, man. I be like,
Congratulations.
Because I congratulate you all the time. Every time I hear it, I be like, I be rapping though. I'm like,
yeah, you be rapping. Yeah.
I'm gonna see you tonight anyway.
Look, I be having to make sure I turn my video.
Yeah, turn it off. I don't even know where it's gonna be at.
Didn't I send you the flyer? I gotta take pictures.
Yeah.
Let me put my heels on first.
Okay.
Because I don't think you want me to take pictures of me.
Oh, we gonna see your feet?
I don't know.
Okay.
I lose about 2 inches.
Okay. So you look like a little bit short stuff.
What do a 5'2"?
5 foot.
5 foot each? Damn.
I appreciate that though. I did not.
Oh my
I did
God.
not. I don't know what Eddie's talking about.
Over at the Roxy
Who? Yeah, where like? For real? Oh, okay.
Big
I didn't know
Bill.
that.
Yeah, somebody hit me about that. I just didn't know it. You probably want some more info. Yeah.
Because he probably could have sold out State Farm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he probably do that. Yeah, I don't know.
But they got so many shows lined up already.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they got Travis Scott coming. They got
Next Saturday,
Yeah.
Kim and Maxwell.
they got a bunch of shows.
Is that the first show for Stephen now?
McMill? No. He did a ton of shows.
I gotta head to a gender reveal party. I had to go to a wedding yesterday. I gotta go to a gender reveal party now. Like my week is just full of shit. Right?
Pictures. This gender reveal stuff is something new.
Yeah. So I'm literally leaving here going there.
Man, congrats! I love how you took this and
Right.
that thing and now. Something totally different.
Started a whole
I
new
didn't
way.
need, bro. I didn't even realize it was all that, bro.
Yeah.
For real, like,
Oh yeah, shit, it's crazy.
that's awesome.
Because I remember Pastor Troy used to do it.
Yeah, he was the last one. I see him all the time on Peter Street because he live on Peter. And I'm always at 255.
Take my phone out this week.
Yeah, so I see him
Take my
twice a
phone
week,
out.
Yeah.
and he can't do nothing but salute because I took what he did and took it through the roof.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah. And like I said, all I was trying to do was just get on the radio every day, bro. And I was gonna work my move from there. Right? That's
Good
it.
job.
That's all I was trying to do.
Sometimes you have to take other avenues. Because when I started, I was just promoting my lipstick line. And then
The 8 bars, huh?
Not really.
Yeah.
But then that turned into something else, and then that turned into something else, and I got on.
Oh, you
the
ain't gotta go
radio
home, but you gotta hurry up because the Tar Heels about to play, and I'm about to go across the street and get my drink on.
Oh,
Tar Heels.
somebody take this picture. Somebody take this
You shit getting too comfortable. You're about to start another show.
Camera, wake up. Should have been at that slumber party last night. Who's taking a picture?